Good morning, it's September 21, 2024. We're critiquing the news. The article on your screen is from the Cairns Post and it's titled, Elderly Can Fix Housing. To quote from the article, older homeowners could be given incentives to rent out spare bedrooms as a solution to Australia's housing crisis, an Australian researcher says. And that's the worst suggestion so far for fixing Labor's housing crisis, and it comes, as you'd probably expect, from a senior lecturer at a Queensland university. Now, suppose your frail elderly grandmother rents out a room to a tenant who loses their job, stops paying rent, and then refuses to move out because they've got nowhere else to go. Your grandmother now has a squatter in her home, and Queensland's tenancy laws make it extraordinarily difficult for her to get them out. Now, suppose the unemployed squatter starts using drugs because they're depressed because they haven't got a job anymore, and they start stealing from your grandmother or extorting money from her or physically assaulting her. It's too horrible to contemplate. Your grandmother now has no refuge, no privacy, no castle, no escape from the confusing, bewildering, fast-paced modern world. Dreadful idea. Now, notice the senior lecturer at the Queensland University didn't make the simple suggestion that would solve the housing crisis. All we need to do is first cut immigration to net zero and then cancel all the temporary residence visas and send their holders home. Obviously, it'd be more than a university employee's job's worth to state an obvious truth like that, because the university industrial complex is the biggest driver of the flood of temporary resident visa holders that we have in this nation at this point in time. And of course, the foreign students use those temporary residence visas and their Australian university degree and their employment history working at the local shop or wherever they might have worked for that period as an Uber driver to gain permanent residence in Australia and add to Labor's housing crisis.